on the right track. I just think that I should have quick save still, or at least have the option. Like
it's called regular mode.
Like if you don't want to use quick saves in survival, that's sweet. Just don't use them. But like,
yeah, that's true.
The option should be there. Just saying, because like I'd still be playing Fallout 4 if I had quick saves in survival mode, even if you restricted me to one quick save an hour.
Oh, see, that's a good idea.
Like,
because I don't think you should be able to just save anywhere. Otherwise, it kind of takes away the point of the mode.
Yeah, but again, don't use it.
Yeah.
Like, if you think it takes away from it, don't use it. I just think there's probably a lot of people in my boat where I will play and be like, okay, cool, I know I've got to go here, but I am really low on everything, and I haven't saved for an hour and a half.
Yep.
And I'm not going in there. So then you just literally go, okay, where's the bed? And then you spend another hour looking for a bed, and then you sleep and you go back. But to get back, you're like, fuck, I've just spent another hour getting back here.
Yep.
I have to do it. But then you die, and you're like, well, I'm not playing anymore.
I feel like I actually enjoy that. Like, I play a lot of games. Like, I refuse to play Fire Emblem or XCOM not on Iron Man mode. Like, I feel like... And, like, if you lose all that progress, but that's usually when I just stop playing for the day. And
yeah, but then I still feel like I've literally accomplished nothing.
You had fun in the meantime.
No, because you're right. It's not fun, it's frustration. And then I go, fuck. And then I feel like in my mind, it was an absolute waste of time.
Yep. I think it's inherently masochistic. Like, I want to be punished for if I'm not good enough, then I don't deserve to have
like XCOM, like, I understand the appeal of permadeath, but I don't feel like that fundamentally makes me feel like I wasted time. It's just like, fuck, I made a mistake, and that was a big consequence for the mistake. That's understandable.
The thing with XCOM is, though, like, if you lose those characters and they're permanently dead, you've probably fucked your campaign. If you lose, like, all your best dudes and then you get invaded end of the month, like, you've probably fucked and wasted a lot of time.
That's true. That is true. Not for me. If they added a quick save, even like, you can quick save every half hour, or it's just, I can't lose 2 hours of play and then be like, I can't wait to do all of that again.
Yeah.
You know, it's
and
just not in.
And especially, I think what the problem with Fallout is it's not XCOM. XCOM's randomly generated. And, like, each playthrough can be different, but, like...
This is, like, I know where the enemies are now.
Like, the quest's always going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's...
I guess you can pick different things in the quest sometimes, but mix it up. But, yeah, no, I'm...
Not enough.
Not enough for me. And for me, like, when you were like, I'm playing Witcher on whatever it's called, Death March, I can't do that. Mainly, not even because I don't want the challenge, but I just don't have the time.
I actually haven't really died. I just find, like,
It's funny, I've died so many times. I'm just, like... I went up to Blood and Broken Bone.
Yep.
Where you can't, like, rest to get your health back and stuff.
Yep.
I've died so many fucking times.
I have trouble with, like, the Griffin was really rough. Really, really rough. But I find, like, humans...
Need that crossbow.
Yeah. I was using that, but like...
even then, it was tough for me. Like, I died... I'm going to say, like, 4 times on that Griffin.
It's just... Attack is so broad, and you have to actually, like, dodge roll rather than sidestep.
Depending on what you're in. Yeah, I'm with you.
But,
nothing is more satisfying than a solid sidestep in that game, though.
Yeah, and then you just, like, take the dude's head off.
Like, someone just jumps and you just go...
Shadow Step.
But anyway.
Check out the Overcast for more on Shadow Step.
And Wraith Form.
According to Macquarie security analyst Damien Thong, that's right, Govinda, Damien Thong, Sony might announce a slimmer PlayStation 4 at a game show in September, with Tokyo Game Show from September 15th to the 18th the likely candidate. Reported by the Wall Street Journal, Thong said Sony might announce the PS4 Slim in September. However, Sony has declined to comment on this matter. On Twitter, Takashi Mochizuki, who wrote the WSJ article, said Thong thinks PS4 Neo will also be announced and may be released in September. Quote, famous analyst expects... Actually, that's not really a quote. At E3 2016, Microsoft announced both the Xbox One Slim and Scorpio, asked if Sony planned to do their own Slim console. PlayStation Europe President Jim Ryan said, quote, we're happy with the shape of the PS4 and what it does, end quote. Currently, a report suggests that PS4 Neo will be released in 2016. So this is just more evidence that it's still coming this year. It's crazy that, like, I can't believe it would be released in September.
I get that these reports coming out, but at this point they're still, like, speculative.
Well, this
like they haven't. No one from Sony has been like,
Yeah.
PlayStation Neo is coming out this year, and I just don't see it happening. I can't.
It's very, but like now the Wall Street Journal, they don't report on nothing. That's got to be a solid.
But it does just specify that an analyst expects it to come out this year.
Yep.
And analysts have been wrong many times and right many times, so that for me is still not like a.
It's nothing definitive.
Multiple sources at Sony have confirmed that the Neo is coming this year.
What do you think about a PlayStation Slim?
That's fine. It'll just be cut down production costs, and maybe you can be selling PS4s cheaper.
Yeah.
And I really like I think Xbox did it. Xbox 360 Slim came out and they upgraded the Wi-Fi card.
Yeah, that's right.
Or they added a Wi-Fi card that wasn't in the original Xbox 360. You had to buy a little dongle.
You're right.
Yeah,
the
remember that
thing on the back.
So I'd love it if they released a PS4 Slim with an upgraded Wi-Fi card, because at the moment the Wi-Fi card in that console is fucking garbage. Like my phone gets far better download and upload speeds than my console does, and that's poor form. So upgrade, like if they could reduce costs and then spend a little more on Wi-Fi cards, that'd be really chill. I personally, I still find it really difficult to believe that they're gonna announce a console at TGS and release it in November. Like I don't.
It's just so hard to get it in stores.
Yeah,
secretly.
Well, get it in secretly so no one knows, and then still we're in July now and they have no tech specs out. They haven't even. They've confirmed it exists, but they haven't confirmed tech specs. That's all speculative at this point.
It's funny though, because even the confirmation was such like a throwaway thing. Like it didn't seem. It's not like they came out on stage.
Yeah,
and was,
no,
like,
that's
said
true.
It was...
That I also think a lot of that was just managing expectations, because everyone in the PlayStation community was like, PS4 Neo's coming out in E3. They're going to announce it, and then they came out ahead of it and just went, just be ready for it not to be there.
And isn't it funny how like you and I and other like PlayStation faithful were sort of like didn't like the sound of Neo, and then I was sort of a little disappointed that it wasn't at E3 now. Like I've kind of come around, and I'm kind of
no. I think them coming out ahead before E3 and saying it's not going to be there was a really good move, because I just didn't. I didn't expect it, so when it didn't happen, I wasn't like, oh, darn it. And then Xbox shops their Scorpio a year out, and it looks like a powerhouse. So I really hope Sony's reimagining the Neo. I really hope they've taken it back and kind of
figured something out with it. Or just upgrade the thing.
I don't like. They just need, upgrade it. I'd delay it. I'd delay it, and because. What, are you going to buy a PS4 Neo and a VR headset in the same month? I doubt it. That's $1,000 you're dropping on consoles, and it's just, I think it's a bad move to try and
It's a big ask.
Yeah. So I think let VR have its time. It'll still work on a PS4. It might not be as good, but it'll work well enough, at least for launch games.
It is annoying that, like, VR was marketed for PS4, and already we're talking about, like, yeah, maybe it'll work good enough. But, like, it was meant to be the full experience.
Well, I know resolution is a problem, because you've got to be able to simultaneously have something at 60 frames a second with decent resolution, which is, in my mind, hard enough to do it with one screen, let alone two.
Yeah.
But I almost think it'd be a really good move for them to release the Neo in, like, July next year.
Yeah, give it some time.
I'd wait for, like, almost, not a games lull, but just, like, an industry lull, or... Yeah. If you could do it, like, announce it at E3 and release it in August.
Yeah.
And that way you're ahead of your Xbox counterpart, which is, in history, a good move to have that first mover advantage.
Yep. Get them out
Xbox 360 had a year on PS3, and that worked out very well for them.
Yeah.
Pricing was also a thing, so if they can, maybe won't be as powerful, but it'll be cheaper than an Xbox Scorpio, I think that would be a good move also.
And just the fact that it's there and the Xbox isn't.
Yeah,
like you can buy one and the other.
It is better. It might not be as good, which is a similar thing to the PS3 and Xbox 360. Yep. Especially at the time, everyone assumed the PS3 was more powerful, even though that cell architecture was garbage. I think, do you have the guy from Gran Turismo comes
out
it saying
it was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I really hope they don't release it this year, because I think your diehard fans are not spending $1,000 on PlayStation products.
It's fair enough.
This year. Like, I love PlayStation. I've had it for years, but I'm not...
I'll get VR, but that's
I'm not buying a headset and a new console. You're kidding yourselves.
Moving right along. Following numerous leaks, 2K has officially announced that BioShock the Collection is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 13th in North America and September 16th in Europe. Developed by 2K and Blind Squirrel Games, BioShock the Collection is priced at $59.99 USD and includes remastered versions of BioShock, BioShock 2 and BioShock Infinite. Additionally, the collection comes with all single-player DLC for the 3 games and a never-before-seen video series, the director's commentary Imagining BioShock, which includes insights from Ken Levine. As you may have guessed, the remastered version of BioShock 2 does not include multiplayer. And then I have a list of everything that's in it. Quickly.
I love the multiplayer. That was actually the best part of any BioShock game ever.
It was so basic. It was like Call of Duty Light, but with plasmids instead of shotguns.
Fuck, I'm not buying it now.
I had a little bit of fun with it, but I never went back.
No,
I played it for like 2 hours.
2 rounds, maybe.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you.
So in it we have the director's commentary, which actually might be cool. Ken Levine's a
OG.
Yeah, he's a smart dude. I'd see that. They have the Museum of Orphaned Concept. Walk through a Rapture-inspired virtual museum that gives you a behind-the-scenes look at discarded concepts that never made it into the original game.
That's kind of cool. It's all DLC as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so it comes with Minerva's Den for BioShock 2, and it comes with the Burial... What's it called? Burial at Sea?
Burial at Sea, episode 1 and 2. We've also got the Protector Trials. We have the Challenge Rooms, and the Clash in the Clouds add-on pack, which was face 60 waves of enemies in 4 maps for Infinite. And also Columbia's Finest, which is just like a weapons pack for Infinite also.
It's funny because I was watching the announcement trailer or whatever, and I really loved Infinite, but it really wasn't in the spirit of BioShock.
It's funny though, because I still think it might be the best one in my eyes. I get it that it's different.
I guess it couldn't be the best one without the others.
I feel like we're not going to spoil it, I guess, even though it's an old game, and if you haven't played it, you really should.
You're talking about Infinite or...
Yeah, Infinite shouldn't have done what it did. They should have let it go. Like, that would have been cooler more games down the line.
Yeah,
you know what
I
mean?
Yeah. No, I do know what you mean.
They sort of closed it off.
Let's not go too deep, but yeah,
I think they jumped the shark a little bit.
Jumped the gun a little bit. Now...
Jumped the shark. We are Australian.
I've never heard of my life. You made that up.
Oh, you jumped the shark, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you mean. I also feel BioShock 1 probably won't age super well control-wise.
Yep.
Because in 2, they innovated life by allowing you to have a gun and a plasmid equipped at the same time.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
And in BioShock 1, you have a gun or you have a plasmid.
It's funny. It's like a classic weapon wheel game. It's kind of like Doom. Honestly.
Yeah,
like
Resistance, Fall of Man.
Yeah, like you just have a bunch of weapons and you just kind of run around.
I kind of love that, though. Like, I really missed that in Resistance 2.
Yep.
Because it was just like, all right, well, I have an arsenal of shit and I can just kind of use whatever I feel like.
It seemed like... Was the wrench an equipable weapon, or was that, like, attached to a melee button? It must have been a weapon. Because, like, I just remember, like, the 1-2 punch of, like, the lightning and then you hit with the
Yeah,
the
I think it must be a weapon.
Because
I think you're thinking about BioShock 2, because you could never...
No, this is legitimately the first one, because I played the start of it on PC just recently, and there's even like a direct line where he says, this is your 1-2 punch, and you have to actually change, and I kind of liked that, because you didn't just have both of them there always.
Yeah, I guess you needed it in BioShock 2, because it's all about like setting traps, and...
Number 2 is like much bigger scale. The fights are...
Well, because literally it'll be like, all right, you're about to get absolutely punished. So you'd walk around, be setting traps up with your little crossbow, and you could mix plasmids and stuff in that. So you could set little traps off with that, and BioShock 2 was good fun. Big Sisters are creepy and fast.
I never played Minerva's Den, and people rave about it.
Neither did I, and I only played episode 1 of Burial at Sea.
I never played any of those.
But it was so far removed from the first game that I didn't feel like... I don't know.
This, like Tomb Raider, I have an itch for this, and I'm actually really excited.
No, see, because I was about to my final point.
Oh.
Why are they releasing it in September? Final Fantasy 15 comes out in September.
Well, see, that's it. It might just not work for me, but I will be getting it.
Yeah.